Hi, welcome to Perceptive Analytics. My name is Chaitanya Sagar. Warm welcome to this video where we are going to demo sales performance dashboard meant for head of sales of a B2B company. Let's dive in. So this specific dashboard is meant for head of sales of a B2B company, a business to business company, where the head of sales has, of course, is responsible for sales to start with, and has maybe a number of salespeople that are working with him, maybe 20, 30, 50, whatever is the number. So that's the kind of audience we are looking at. Okay. So this is meant, just for head of sales. If you just give the same dashboard, maybe 3 levels down, it's not going to work. Okay. It really depends on the role the person is playing. And based on that, we customize it for him or her. So if you look at this specific dashboard, it's a 3-tab dashboard. There's an overview, there is a quota attainment, and there is large deal section. These are the 3 sections that are there. So if you look at head of sales, right? So the prime focus for head of sales is always what are the numbers I can meet by the end of the year, right? So that's the high priority for the individual, right? So it translates to total sales that we have already made. How much are the opportunities going to result in? So the total will add up to forecasted sales, and then the quota, which is the target that the person has to achieve. So what we've done is we have taken what is of highest importance, the prime focus, and we put it front and center. No need to look anywhere, no need to search. It's right there. The moment you open the dashboard, the first thing that you see is that information. Now that we have gotten that out of the way, many of the sales departments are organized by geography. So immediate next to this, in the chain of thought of that individual, is going to be sort of geographic performance, sort of various divisions. So you can look at it right here. So various geographies are very clearly color coded, right? So you can see the West right here, right? And maybe the East, and so on and so forth, right? And also, please notice, because we used dark blue for total sales, we use the same dark blue everywhere we have to represent total sales. So this way, we train the individual once and reuse that training every time we have to convey this information about total sales. Okay, and you can see that consistent color coding elsewhere as well. And also, just moving to the next point, once you have gotten the geography reasonably identified, right? You have eyeballs and you've gotten the information. Many times there are states within each geography that you may want to get more focus on, maybe California, New York, Texas, and so on and so forth, right? So you could mouse over and get information about California right here, right? So similarly, every other state as well. But the point here being that so while all the information related to various states is right here, but it doesn't clutter the whole dashboard. It still gives you a clean and neat view of the dashboard. Okay. Below you have sales by product or service. After the geo level performance is done, many times they would like to know, hey, how are my various customers doing, and what are my salespeople doing? Okay. So we have the top 10 customer performance right here on the right hand side. And you can see that so all the top customers are listed here. There is consistent color coding. You can see that. And also, if you look at this, if I were to be head of sales, and if I were to be looking at this, and I look at this and say, okay, I can see 0.37 million. But I remember last time maybe that it was 0.5 million. So what happened, right? So if I were to be in such a situation, what I could do is I could maybe think, all right, let me just go to the browser. I have to log into Salesforce. Then I have to search for Cardinal Health, and maybe I'll get that information. I'm not going to do that. This is what we call cognitive overload, right? With cognitive overload, that's a big obstacle. People don't do activity because there are just too many things to do. So what we've done here is, when you mouse over, I can just click on go to Salesforce dashboard right here. Okay. So I can go straight to Cardinal Health dashboard within Salesforce. I could maybe check out the chatter or the activity, and let's see if I can find anything. If I don't find anything, what I can do is I can go ahead and quickly send a note here saying, hey, the team that's handling Cardinal Health, let me know why the opportunities have come down. I need to know this information, etc. And then you can hit share, and it'll go to all the team that handles Cardinal Health so that you can get the information. So the point here being that we want to cut down the cognitive load, give the ability to take quick actions, right, on the dashboard. So that is about the top 10 customer performance. Then we have top 10 salesperson performance. You can see various salespeople right here. Their opportunities, the targets, all of that stuff, right? Now moving to the next in the chain of thought, I'm going to the second tab, which is the quota attainment. Quota attainment has like three sections. You have progress since last week, quota attained, and opportunities that need your intervention. So please notice that this is not progress, since the beginning, or it's not a laundry list of all the opportunities. It is the progress since last week. We are very aware that head of sales has very limited time, and so we make the tool do the job of figuring out what needs attention from head of sales' point of view, and then show that information in an organized manner. So these are opportunities where there is progress since last week. Okay, so the tool automatically figures that out. So you have opportunities one added where significant progress has been made, and opportunities lost. Okay, so you could mouse over each of them and get more information, like for example, who's the salesperson, what's the opportunity type, etc., the amount, and so on. You can also go to Salesforce and take any action there if it is required. Okay, moving to quota attained. Quota attained has like the following. You have all the salespeople listed here, and their managers are listed here. Basically, what you could do is, let's say, if you were to get into a meeting with salespeople, and you're dealing with fluid and dynamic information like leads, sales leads, you want to be aware of the current situation of various leads, what they're handling right at the moment. Okay, so what we have done here is we have given the capability to get that information quickly. So you could mouse over and get the information of a salesperson on the right hand side. You have a deep dive panel. For example, you can see Alyssa Sanders information right here. You have total sales opportunities and so on. And you have the top opportunities listed here, right? You could go to Salesforce if it is required, and also the recent activity, right? Like the opportunities won, added, and lost, and so on and so forth. Okay. So this is the information that we have here. As you keep scrolling down, you will be able to, dwell into the performance of each of the salesperson, and be able to, know the current status of various opportunities he or she is handling. Okay. So this gives you the capability to cover a lot of ground in a short span of time, so that when you get into a sales meeting and the salesperson is saying something, right, so you can then respond with awareness of what's going on. And when a salesperson knows that you are prepared, right, then you will, they will be on their tenterhooks and make sure that the information is managed and the leads are properly managed. Because if you're not after leads, then leads are perishable, right? They can go from hot to cold, or not responding in just a matter of a few days. It's possible, right? Great. So let's move further. So we also have opportunities that need your intervention. This is something that, if they are using a tool within Salesforce that they can call the attention of head of sales with, a comment on Salesforce, then, we are showing that information here because we are always focused on ability to take action, right? People come to dashboards either because they are like, they want to know information or they want to take action through that, right? So here I can see Jennifer Gonzalez. She wants to know something. She's saying, "Hey, I need your intervention in reviewing certain bid points with the CEO." Right? So that's what she's asking for. You can get more information here. If you would like to, you can email Jennifer right from here, or you can also go to Salesforce, that specific opportunity, and respond there. Okay. Once again, the need is to take action. So that's how we have designed this. So the last one is large deals. So these are the large deals, and so has head of sales' attention because sort of these move the needle, right? So they'll tell you whether or not the organization is going to achieve its targets, right? So that's why head of sales constantly keeps tracking these. So what you could do is you could just mouse over, get information about the specific lead, go to Salesforce if it's required, all the types of leads, you have them, and so on. So within that particular account, that is. And also, maybe if something is missing here, maybe it's closed. And, so for example, you can see automation appears in large deals closed, and you can mouse over and get that, let's say, Tara Wang, who is the salesperson, right? So she won it, and the reason for win or loss is effective solution is provided, and there is a competitor. You can know all of this information, and if you'd like, you can just go to Salesforce and say, "Hey, Tara, you did a good job," sort of wonderful, right? So just to summarize, so we get high priority items first, put them front and center, follow the chain of thought, give you overview, give you the capability to have a neat, clean dashboard, yet have the information available to review it, right? Cut down the cognitive load, make the tool do the job of figuring out what needs to be presented and present it in an organized manner, right? Let you cover the ground, and so that you can go to meetings informed, let you cover the entire 360-degree point of view so that you have all the big ticket items covered. Okay. So once again, this is Chaitanya Sagar, CEO at Perceptive Analytics. We would welcome, if you would like to know more about us, we have a link below with which you can set up a meeting with us. Feel free either to ask for any clarificatory questions, or you want to work with us. We welcome that. So thank you so much, and bye now.